So I'm here with some interesting news out of Cedar Point. You probably heard this by now on social media that Top Thrill 2, the world's tallest, fastest multi-launch coaster, has been closed for 2 days. Now, why is that a big deal? And I'm supposed to be a very positive YouTube channel. Well, I'm trying to make this roller coaster not break down so much. And I'm still more positive about it. You know, I'm just more realistic here, guys. I have a lot to go over as far as my thoughts regarding the minor shutdown, when I think Top Thrill 2 will reopen, and what's to come next, because what I'm hearing is Zamperla is already en route to Cedar Point. They'll be there today actually to hopefully fix whatever's happening to this ride, because this time I don't think it's all on the trains. The trains have had issues. I've seen from multiple friends of mine have sent me photos throughout the last week or so of the weird seat backs and each train being switched around. Like the blue train had some silver seat backs, the silver train had some blue seat backs, just to get this ride running 2 trains. As he put it, be sure to follow DJ Theme Park, fantastic guy, love him to death. He said they're basically Frankensteining this Strata Coaster, and they really are, guys. I love Top Thrill 2. This is not me trying to bash Zamperla. This is me being just genuinely honest with this, that there are a lot of issues with Top Thrill 2. And we can try to deny it all you want, but the truth is, this ride has a lot of issues. And this time it's the spike. Apparently, word on the street is there were some drones being flown around the spike to see what was happening overnight. And there's photos that were surfacing on social media that you can see here that blocked off the area around the spike for overnight crews, so they couldn't get near it. And then the Saturday morning of Coaster Mania, you see all these cables coming down from the spike. What does all this mean? Again, this ride has been such a huge problem for Cedar Point, and that's why people like me and other content creators out there share their thoughts on it, because when you have this, basically right now, the biggest roller coaster in the world not operating, and it was only operating for 6 days last year, you're going to have a lot of attention on it, whether you want it or not, from the media, from theme park influencers like myself. And I'll be the first to tell you, Top Thrill 2, it's a fantastic ride. Zamperla did a great job with the ride as far as the ride itself goes and how comfortable it is, the trains, the intensity. I love everything about it, but you got to keep a ride up and running. And so far, it's been open for about the first month, which is phenomenal. And I've said in videos in the past where if Cedar Point can get Top Thrill 2 to be operating at least 60% throughout 2025, that's a win for the park. Now, obviously, you want that number to be way higher. But considering it was only 6 days in 2024, I would take 60% in 2025 any day. Now, I'm ready to go. Obviously, I love Top Thrill, as you can see by my shirt. Check out keepridingcoasters.com if you want to get one. There's structural issues, from what I'm being told, with the spike. How big of an issue? I don't know that information at this time. But I just know that we are flirting with the dreaded... Yes, you see it right here. This is not what Cedar Point's posted as of yet, but it would not surprise me if we would see one of these soon. Again, I don't want this to happen. I'm here to share my thoughts on the matter. Zamperla's on site, which is good. So obviously it's a big enough issue to get them out here to inspect it, to look at it, whatever's going on, whether it's the trains or the spike or both. I think it's both. Again, I hate this. I really, really do, because Siren's Curse was Cedar Point's safety net for 2025. That's the only reason why the ride was built at Cedar Point, was just in case Top Thrill 2 wasn't operating. Of course, it operated for the first month or so, which is great, but now it's not. Who knows how long this delay is going to be? Siren's Curse is opening, I think they said the 28th of June. So kudos to Cedar Point on that matter. But now before I get into my predictions, I got to say one thing, and that is regarding Cedar Point's maintenance. It is ridiculous. Okay, so we have a lot of issues with Steel Vengeance, obviously. Maverick has had issues. Magnum has had issues this year as well. And look, I get it. Whenever you have so many high-class roller coasters in a park, you're going to have some downtime. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's not the rides. It's not just the rides. It's also the budget. It's also the people you have in charge of certain departments. And honestly, I think it's time for a change. This is getting a little bit ridiculous when it comes to all these other rides at other parks too. Whether it's, let's see, the Fury Crack 2 years ago, then Top Thrill 2 last year, and this year the Georgia Gold Rusher down at Six Flags Over Georgia has been down a lot. There needs to be a better plan in place, and most importantly, the maintenance budget needs to be increased. I guarantee you this, if these parks would put more money into the maintenance budget to maintain these rides, we would see less issues. But instead, just like most society, I guess, nowadays, is they want to play the blame game. Well, it's because of RMC, it's because of Zamperla, it's because of this, etc. It's never their fault. And it's just unfortunate because Cedar Point's a great park, Six Flags is a great company, but this is one thing where I think that they really need to get better at for the longevity of the company and to make things better for the guest experience and less downtime. Again, theme parks are a business, and you have to look at ways to save money while you make money. And they've made a lot of cuts. And it's pretty clear where those cuts are being made because of the maintenance issues that these rides are having. So anyways, back to my predictions. I think this ride's going to be down for at least a few weeks. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's up in a day. I just don't see it. If there's structural issues with the spike, then they're going to have to work on that around the clock to get that, however that needs to be re-welded or whatever they need to do to it. I mean, Steel Curtain over at Kennywood had structural issues too, and they had to add in more supports for it. Wicked Twister, the same thing years ago, if you remember, on the spikes. Are we talking about the same scenario here? I mean, gosh, I hope not. But we don't know really, as far as, I guess we'll never know because Cedar Point doesn't say Top Thrill 2 is being closed down for a few months or weeks or extended because of this. So 2 weeks, that's my prediction as of right now. I hope it's less than that. It could be more than that. But the ride itself, as other people have said, it's tearing itself apart. I love Top Thrill 2. It's my favorite ride at Cedar Point. It's in my top 5. I love it. I just don't see it lasting around. I mean, this ride has had one chance to get this thing right, or Cedar Point has one chance, and they chose Zamperla for this mega project, which we can argue all the time, and until our faces turn blue that they should have went with Intamin or a different company, sure. But whenever you make a decision to cut corners to go with the cheapest bid, which was Zamperla, you have to face the consequences. That's what life's all about, and that's what Cedar Point's facing right now. And again, it's really, really unfortunate. I hate seeing this play out the way it is. I checked the webcams multiple times. I'm sure you guys do as well. Throughout the day, making sure this ride's up and running. I want nothing more than a successful Top Thrill 2. With that being said, I know this is more like a intimate video, I want to call it, where I'm just sharing really deep down thoughts with you guys. But I really hope you guys like my content, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to be thumbs up, and I hope you consider becoming the newest theme park brand and subscriber. Now, if you're curious as to how Cedar Point's coasters stack up by height, then you want to check out the video at the bottom of your screen, because I think you're going to find it rather interesting. So with that being said, guys, what's your thoughts on Top Thrill 2? When do you think it's going to reopen? What do you think's wrong with it? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.